Welcome back. Another podcast episode is upon us. I never really do this often. We had last year we had one guest, which was fucking Drew Journal, and finally, after all, I think we have a new guest here. And I've always said that I really wanted to talk to a female streamer. Not for views, because you guys are like, whoa, a woman, but because it's very important that we also hear the voice of a female streamer for once. Very often you have males on Twitch that act like they know everything. Fucking Amarath's making money showing her tits, man. I think that all these simpletons, these how do you call them? Incels, never really talk to women, don't know anything about that, and it's nice to today talk and celebrate a female streamer that has become more and more successful lately. Very proud of her. And let me see if I can call her here. There she is. Hello. How's the sound? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's great.
Let me close my game.
What, you playing games? What are you playing? Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Everybody's addicted to that.
It's very good. Everybody's extremely sexy and it's fun.
Everybody is extremely sexy.
Yeah, I should have made my character dance. I could have shown it to you. It's okay. It's all over the internet. What were you playing? Total War?
What do you mean in real life? You mean? Oh, yeah. Total War. Yes, Warhammer. Warhammer seems like really a kind of how do you say, franchise that only sweaty dudes are in or something.
I love Warhammer. I played it already, but I haven't played enough.
What the fuck? That's not your sister? How do you know, huh? What the fuck do you know about siblings?
Yeah, what do you know, huh?
Ah, that Twitch chat. If they will know anything, they won't be on Twitch.
Anyway, how's it going?
Good,
I'll wait for my camera to turn on.
Good. Do you South Africans even like see what's happening in Europe? Like everyone is fucking dying and shit?
I think the whole world does. I know you're very political. I don't know anything about politics.
What the fuck?
Or anything that's happening in the world. I'm not very well versed in global events.
Which I think nowadays is a very healthy thing to do. Because that shit...
I think so too.
My chat is laughing that you called me political. Because that shit only makes you
You have
depressed.
an opinion on politics.
I mean, doesn't have everyone?
I don't even know what's happening most of the time.
Which, again,
like
which is probably very
ignorance
healthy.
is bliss.
That's actually true. Now we need you to turn off your camera again on OBS. So Discord understands, hey, the camera works now for me because OBS is not cucking me out. Are
you sure?
No, just try.
Because that's what I did last time. And everything went purple. Okay. Hold on.
Look at that shit, huh? Like a pro.
We're so professional. It's almost like we do this for a living.
Imagine having a real job, right? Okay, I think it is. Okay, I'm saying a word and you say the word instantly to see the crocodile.
Crocodile.
Oh, that was fast.
Oh, nice.
We're live.
I was more stressed about saying the word on the right.
That's it. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. First time we also have a different stream here. This is this little mini project people call it podcast. I call it just talk. Tommy Talks To, where I choose, where we meet certain people of YouTube and Twitch, and we talk about them. I feel a little bit, I'm gonna say his name, chat is gonna get triggered, a little bit Joe Roganish, where this is a lot about the guest, in this case Rachel. It's about, my goal was always that this talk or podcast is, if someone Googles Rachel K and wants to learn more about her, this podcast comes up. That was the goal. And here we have her, Rachel. First of all, how you doing on this day of war?
I'm doing good. I feel like that's rude to say almost.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be doing good, but I'm doing good.
How did we get to know each other? I was thinking a guy one day came to your stream and he's like, there's this K guy, are you guys related? Like a meme, right?
Well, the thing is that you and I play the same genre of games. And then we had the same name, and then just for like 3 days, like no one ever said anything, and then 3 days in a row, people kept saying, "Are you Tommy K?" And then I was like, "No, I don't know Tommy K." And then I went and found you. I was like, okay, well now I know Tommy K.
A lot of K's around here. And what's crazy is I'm always, and I know you should always be nice to a chat because they kind of pay for our lives, but sometimes they're really fucking dumb. People will come to me for months, text me on Twitter everywhere. Is she really your sister? Is that real, man? Is that real? And you're just feeling, oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, we're brother and sister.
But it is real. It is real.
Can you not tell the resemblance?
Well, we have both blue eyes. It's like after World War II, my grandpa fled to South Africa or some shit.
That literally did happen. My grandparents were Russian. They fled to South Africa.
Oh, they were Russian.
Yeah.
Well, good thing they're not there today.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. And back then. Good thing they weren't there then either. We haven't had a lot of luck.
So you're also the only person I've ever met from South Africa. Like,
yeah.
I know that Elon Musk is from there, and
I'm only half from here.
Mandela, and that's about it.
I'm half from here.
Where's the other
I've been
half?
here for half of my life. My parents are South African. They went to America. They had me. I was there until I was 14, 15, and then I came here, and then I've been here for the second half of my life.
So I understand, the first 14 years of your life, you were raised in America.
Yes.
And then you alone came back to... Yeah.
One day I came to South Africa on a holiday, and then I've never been home ever since that day.
It was planned like a vacation, then you were like, I'm going to stay here.
It was planned on a vacation. It was like during 2009 when the whole economy was like destroyed. So then they were like, let's go to South Africa, and then it was more affordable to live here. So they just were like, you're going to stay here. And I was like, okay. And I've never been home ever since.
When you say they said you stay here, your parents?
Yeah, my parents are here too. Well, now my dad lives in Rotterdam, but yeah.
Man, this is ultra international. But South Africans, when you meet them, they're always very international. They're around everywhere. They have a lot of connections everywhere. Well, it makes sense with that country.
There's a lot of immigrants that come here. No one cares about South Africa. So if there's ever like a global problem, no one ever has a problem with South Africa. We're just out here just barely getting by. So it's like, you can always come here and just be safe. We're just like, no one's worried about us.
One thing I know about South Africa, I was watching this documentary with David Attenborough, the animal documentary, and there's a city on the south of South Africa, and there's a big stone on the distance in the water, and that's where the white sharks catch all the seals. And you're not supposed to swim there because the white sharks are around.
Yeah, that's right here. I can see that. That's where I live. I live in Cape Town.
Cape Town, yeah, and there's this big rock, and you can't, like, do you have to be careful to go into the water? You kind of have to, huh? Or
I don't know. The water here is really cold, so I don't like it. But surfers, I guess. But I think like more people die in car crashes than from sharks.
Okay,
I think it's like one shark death a year, and then I think more people kill sharks than sharks kill people.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about sharks, but I don't really encounter them ever in my life.
Well, that brings me to a big question that's interesting. What is the main difference for you in living, culture, people between America and South Africa? Well, first of all, where did you live in America? Are we talking
They're like polar opposites. They're like complete opposites. I was born in Miami, but here it's just completely opposite. I don't know. It's like one's like a first world country and one's a developing country, or developed and developing. That's the PC terms. But yeah, so they're just absolute opposites. One is like, I mean, Cape Town is one small city, but it's very like metropolitan. It's very like international city, but the rest is like Africa. And then Miami is just like, I don't even know. It's just like chaos, but I like chaos. It's like just insanity. So I like them both, but they're not even close to being compared.
But when you say you like chaos, could you say you miss Miami and that lifestyle, the crazy lifestyle?
I don't know. I haven't been back, so I don't really have like a memory, but like I like a little bit of like, I had some like redneck friends, like they just do a little bit of crazy stuff, but they're also kind of like that here. You know?
Yes, the redneck culture is also in South Africa. Probably everywhere.
Yeah, it's like it's real fun. I like a little when people just have fun.
Yeah, but would you ever consider moving back, or you feel like I'm gonna die in South Africa now, or?
I don't know. I think because I finished high school, I skipped a year of high school, and then I like moved around by myself for like 2 years. So I don't like know where I'll end up, but I don't know. I don't think that far in advance. I think like maybe I'll be in America. I even want to go maybe back to Japan, but I don't know if it's good to live in Japan. Maybe I'll have like. I'd rather.
Everywhere? Jesus.
Yeah, I've traveled a lot. I spent a lot of time traveling.
May I ask how old you are? You're 27, I think.
I'm turning 28 next week. I'm scared.
Dude, when you're 30, that's when the bad shit happens. So you've been in America, South Africa, Japan, traveling alone for 2 years. But I think when you're 14, you went to South Africa. In Germany, we'll say you're like a how to say, a girl that likes to, like a restless travel girl that never has like a headquarter and always wants to go out and see stuff.
I get like cabin fever if I was house hunting. Like I feel like everybody's been house hunting ever since COVID because we've all been trapped inside, you know, for so long. And then everybody's now wants to buy a house. And then like the thought of putting like so much money into like bricks that are like stuck to the floor, it just gave me like a panic attack. So then I was like, I don't know. So then I stopped looking at houses, and now I'm just like, I don't know, I'm gonna think about it for a bit longer.
Oh, we're looking at houses. That's pretty good. I'm looking at houses too in Germany, but it looks like can't afford that shit.
I know, must
crazy,
be. Well, it's crazy everywhere. But you're in Germany. Europe's super expensive.
Yeah, it's really, maybe it's very clever to move to other countries like South Africa or Serbia, where you get so much more for your money.
And you're having a baby soon.
Yeah,
you're gonna expand.
I'm playing Crusader Kings in real life here.
Oh man, Crusader Kings in real life, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, especially when you educate the child to become a warrior.
Yes,
that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, that's happening. That's
exciting. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. There was a guy in my chat who said you're Jewish, and I thought he was just making jokes.
No, I am Jewish.
Okay, I have to call this story back.
That's what my grandparents fled Russia.
But do you have any connection to the culture or religion, or just?
Yeah, all my family lives in Israel, and they're very, very religious. I'm not extremely religious, but like the rest of my family is.
Okay, then already 10 minutes in, you learn this. I like these talks because when a chat talks to a streamer, it's always a bit of shenanigans. But when you really talk to someone, 10 minutes in, you learn so much already. It's really interesting. And how deep everything is. I often think a chat looks at a streamer and just sees that character, but they never see really what is behind the curtain and how much is going on.
You never know, because we're streamers, and I've realized that like streamers love talking about themselves. That's why we're streamers. And then you go into real life, and I have to like consciously shut myself up, because like at least like, when you're streaming, like everybody's come there to watch you, but in real life, like no one cares. So it's like I have to like stop myself from talking about myself all the time.
It's just true. You have to be. What is the right English word? When you like yourself talking, there's a word for that. Not narcissistic.
Narcissistic.
No, it could be. Yeah. You have to be
self-absorbed. I don't know, self-centered.
I think I once read that you have to be narcissistic to be successful in entertainment, which is okay and normal. Yeah.
Oh God.
But don't you have that thing when you say no one cares about you, that you meet like new friends and they're like, what do you do for a living? And you say, I stream on Twitch. That they're really interested all of a sudden. They're like, what? You stream on Twitch? How does that work?
I don't even say that I stream on Twitch, because I feel like even though like in our world Twitch is so big, like the actual IRL like normies don't even know what the concept of Twitch is.
That is true.
Like they've never even heard of Twitch. Most of the world doesn't even know Twitch exists. So it's like I'll usually just say I play, like I'll play games. Everyone knows what games are.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes to describe Twitch to someone who has no concept of like what streaming even is. And then if they ask more questions, then I'll like explain what Twitch is. But yeah, some people know what Twitch is, but it's very rare.
That's so many people don't realize that also in the chat, that we live all in the Twitch bubble and people out there don't know shit. I always say I'm a YouTuber, so they understand. Oh yeah,
they know that.
Is. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no, they don't. Most people don't know what Twitch is.
I always hope they can grow that out a bit. Brings more people to us, obviously. That Twitch could get a bit more attention with stuff.
You need to go on TikTok.
I'm a 30-year-old man that's about to
have a baby. It doesn't matter.
You know?
Tommy's chat doesn't even need to go on TikTok. You need to go on TikTok. TikTok's for everyone. TikTok is just short form content. It has nothing to do with age.
I don't know about that. 1 week ago, I said I'm going to be more active on Instagram, and I did 2 posts on Instagram, and I was already tired of it. I was like,
that's good.
Man. Yeah, but
I also have to do more Instagram.
For me, this is an interesting question, because as a streamer, there's always the streamer who enjoys what he's doing, like playing games, and there's the business aspect. You have to be a business person, businesswoman. And for example, I always felt like social media like Twitter, Instagram, or maybe even TikTok is something I don't want to do, but I have to do it for the business side of it. Do you see Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that, more you do it for business and clicks and likes, or do you do it because you genuinely like what you're doing there?
Like streaming. Like streaming is my favorite thing to do. Like even if it wasn't my job, like I love streaming so much. All the other things just help my streaming, pretty much. It's like everything is just a funnel towards streaming. I just want to grow Like I think I just always want to grow my streams. The business is like, I don't even think about the business. The business comes like if I just do better and I make better streams and I grow my streams, like business follows. But I just like everything else is just like showing like just trying to get people to my streams, or just like sometimes people miss a stream. Like you just kind of gotta do all the stuff so that people can always be like involved.
Dicks.
Oh sheesh, I have
That's your sound, Dicks? Oh, that makes sense. They
Wait,
probably
how
like
do I
that
mute
sound.
that? No, sorry.
No, don't worry. It's okay.
I turned off my notification, my alerts, but I have a scare alert of dicks. Yeah, because they're scary.
So you say you love streaming. Something I obviously wonder when we have someone here. I'm really interested. How did you get into this? Because I personally, or most streamers, they get really randomly into this. No one wakes up one day and today I'm gonna make a streaming career. How did you get into this whole weird ass Twitch thing? How did it start?
I was studying filmmaking, and then I was like, this is like boarding the Titanic. Like I want to be involved in games. So then I was like, I was doing a lot of VR at the time, and I wanted to learn like Unreal Engine. I wanted to do like game development. I wanted to basically work from my computers. Then I was trying to learn Unreal, but like while I was doing that, I was working as a motion graphics animator, just to make money. But I was working alone in my room all day, like every day, and I just needed like socializing from my computer. And then I was hanging out with my friends, and I was baking cookies. And then they were like, why don't you just go live on stream? Because we were watching Twitch. And they were like, why don't you just go live on Twitch tomorrow and bake cookies? And I was like, okay. And I just had like the best time ever just talking to people. I was like, I haven't gotten to like talk to people in so long. So then I just like, I just got addicted from like day one. I just really like hanging out with, it's like internet people are a certain type of people. And it's like, I was working in like, they're just like, everyone here is just like my kind of people. And I like hanging out with everybody. So now it's like I work from my computer and I play games, and now I get to hang out with people all the time. So it's like I just did everything.
So I would say the main aspect that gives you fun in streaming is that that feeling of hang out with people, hang out with chat. That's
hanging out with people, and I wanted to be involved in something that I think is like important, and I do think that gaming is important. So it's like two things. It's like there's so much like more like forwardness that can go with like gaming than like other fields, like I don't know, like film. Like I was studying, I was like, oh my god, this is like going backwards in time.
This is really impressive though, your trivia, what you went through.
What about you?
But before, so you've been into gaming from a young age?
Well, so I had like a Nintendo when I was a kid, and then I had a PC. But when we left America, I didn't have anything for my whole. We didn't have any like money and stuff, so I didn't have a PC. I didn't have anything. I had nothing for like until I was an adult, and then I became an adult, and I got VR. And I just felt I love VR so much. And then I went like backwards, and then I got a PlayStation, and then I just would be like a casual PlayStation gamer. And then when I started streaming, I got like a PC. So it was like a reverse. It was like forward and then stop for a really long time and then reverse.
You always see the gaming aspects of a character always starts young. It always starts very early. No one becomes a gamer when they're 27. You know what I mean?
I didn't do any of the cool games. I was probably playing like Sims and Neopets and like Barbie Horse Riding Simulator.
Why not? What is your this is how I think you see a real gamer. I have to ask, what do you personally, in own subjective opinion, think is the best video game you've ever played?
Witcher 3.
Okay.
I love Witcher 3.
Okay.
What about you?
A pretty basic gamer answer. Based gamer answer, yeah.
It's just the best game ever made. It's like it just is.
Yeah.
It's just got everything you could ever want. What about you? Hearts of Iron 4.
Ah, come on! That game just grew me a bit. It's such a cancer game. I gotta say, like a true neckbeard, for me, after all this time, I have to say World of Warcraft.
I never played WoW. It's too intimidating for me to get into it. It's been around too long.
World of Warcraft was good when it was new, right? Nowadays, it's just not good anymore. But that feeling World of Warcraft gave you in 2013 when it came out was a feeling I've never felt again.
That's why
that's missing nowadays in gaming. This feeling of something new, something. I don't know how Lost Ark is doing this, but nowadays a new game comes out. There's guides, YouTube videos. There's a meta. There is best in slot, and you'd have to do nothing yourself anymore. And I miss the old boomer misses that. When I was younger, you had to figure out everything yourself.
You could don't look, but then you'll be behind.
Yeah, and then you're behind, and the kids with the meta, they just wreck you in PvP, and you're sitting at home like, oh man.
Yeah. I don't think it'll ever be how it was because so much comes out all the time, and like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never got into WoW because it's just like, especially if you're like a newer gamer, to get into a game like that, it's just like, even.
Yeah, I feel that now as I'm getting older and more boomerish that it's hard to get into games again. Like back when I was younger, you could just jump in a game and be good at it and have fun. And nowadays I'm jumping like into Counter-Strike, and these kids are so good nowadays, it takes me months to be good on their level, and you just feel like, ah, fuck off. I can't be bothered. Let's just play a chill game.
How old are you?
How old do I look?
You look 31.
Are you fucking serious?
You're definitely in your 30s.
Jesus fucking Christ. Really? What? Why? My chat said my beard is cut. Now I look like 28 again. And now you say 31?
Well, I just think you look 31.
Jesus. Well, I'm 30. Okay, I'm 30, and I'm still fresh and young, inside and out. God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's okay. I actually like
thank you
being
so much
older.
for having me. I will see.
I'm okay with that because I feel like the older you get, the more you love yourself, and the more you're okay with who you are. Look at George Clooney, man. I can age like him.
Sheesh, yeah, but it's different. Yeah, you get better with age.
Yeah, men do. Just kidding.
You're 30, so why do you keep saying you're a boomer? What the heck? You're not a boomer.
Boomer is a lifestyle and a feeling. It's not about your biological
true, it
age.
is. It's a vibe.
And I am such a boomer. I never leave the house anymore. I'm mad about the kids. Today, there's a kid living in my house, and he always lets his dog poop in front of the house door. And that's
rude.
That's the biggest. I think he's bigger and a bigger enemy of mankind than Putin right now. That piece of shit.
If a dog came and shat in front of my door every day, I'm pretty sure I'd be upset. I don't think that makes you boomer.
Well, I think boomers complain about. I complain about graffiti a lot, you know, like an old man. You know. The other day, someone dropped a used tissue in the lobby of the house, sneezing with the nose, and it was there. And I got so mad, I took a piece of paper and I wrote on it, why do we always have to have a dirty lobby? How do you call it in English? When you go into a house, you know? And I put that there.
A foyer.
Yeah, foyer. And 1 hour later, I came back and there was another letter. Oh my god, there's bigger problems in the world, sir. Don't complain all the time.
If someone says there's bigger problems in the world, it would make me want to punch them in the face.
Yeah, I didn't know who was that, but... Yeah, I wrote a note, chat. I wrote a note. Every day there's a fucking used tissue in the lobby. What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, whenever someone uses that, it doesn't even make any sense. It's not relevant.
Yeah. But don't you have that feeling? It's so different to have a feeling for once.
People are just doing gross stuff around your house and you're getting upset about it. I don't think that makes you a boomer.
You hear that, chat? The problem is... and there must be a difference between male and female streamers, because I have this theory with a female streamer, the chat wants to be nice to you and that gives them a good feeling, and with a male streamer like me, they want to shit on you because that makes them feel better about themselves.
No,
meaning
no.
You know, no,
you feed off of it. You enjoy it sometimes. It makes you happy a little bit. I can tell sometimes. I watch your streams. It's like the banter.
But
if your chat was all day not doing bantering with you, you'd be annoyed. But it's like I can't handle that. I always tell my chat, like, just please be nice to me all the time. Like, I can't handle trolling. Like, if you're not nice, like, just don't say anything.
Do you come across a lot of trolls and weirdos in chat or in DMs?
I really don't. I'm pretty lucky. I really don't. Like, my ban, if someone comes in my chat and they're like not the vibe, like, I'll immediately ban them. But it happens like really seldomly. We just have I don't know what it is. I'm pretty lucky. I think a lot of girls
sounds like you're taking good care of where your mods are. Asmongold said something once I never forgot, which is that the streamer has to very early on decide where he wants his chat to be, and if you say you ban idiots instantly, that really creates a really good vibe.
Yeah, well, I just want good vibes all the time, and I just like having fun and everybody to be nice. So it's like if someone doesn't do that, then it's immediately no. But like I understand, like, every chat's different, and it's like I even like watching other people's chats, like yours, where you guys troll each other, or you call them like idiots and stuff because it's funny. But like I can't have that because I just wouldn't be able to. I would just lose my mind.
Yeah, well, now you know how I feel. Yeah, I probably should have done that more, banning idiots. But sometimes I feel like an idiot wants to exist too. But there's always this fine line, right, between
there's a fine line. There's a fine line.
Yeah, like a fine line, like hey boomer, you're balding, haha, funny. But sometimes people come into a chat and they say something really, really awkward and really just off, and they don't know any better because they're probably
I'm pretty lucky. And my mods are really, really good, and they're pretty on top of it. They keep the vibe right. It's like everybody just needs to like be in the vibe, and if you're not in the vibe, then that's it.
Yeah, mods are probably more important than we think. Yeah, sometimes they say pay the mods, and I feel like no, no, what? No way.
Yeah, you should do.
Anyway, where would you settle that you started with Twitch? What year was that? Are we talking like 2 years ago, 4 years?
Yeah, no.
2 years ago.
I started actually in 3 years ago almost, but I only started streaming like regularly, like 2 years. I think I went like full time.
So first of all, you can say 3-year streamer is still very young still. You can say as a streamer, huh? If you look at the big streamers, they've been around for 10 years, and people like us, you and me, 3 and 4 years, very, very young. And you say that after 1 year, you already went full time?
Yeah, 1 year. Jeez. I got my sponsor, and like once I got a sponsor, then I went full time.
Damn, what? How do you do that? Who's the sponsor? Republic of Gamers or what?
Yeah, Asus and the Republic of Gamers.
Damn. I have no sponsors 4 years in.
Yeah, but you must focus on like, you're such a huge streamer, but like you must focus on your like local.
What do you mean?
Like in Germany, you're like huge.
No.
Yeah, I know there's mega streamers from Germany, but you're a very big streamer.
Yeah, but not in Germany. Nobody knows me in Germany because I do English content and they don't even know I exist.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right. It's about like your stuff will get like you can like that's what also you could do all that other stuff. But yeah, you should focus on like your local area. That's a good way to like get entrance to working with people. No. Like each brand, like huge brands, will have localized branches of that brand. They'll be like you know like there'll be Red Bull Germany. Then there'll be Red Bull, you know, Japan. So it's like easier to work with people starting from your community, like where you live.
So did you write these sponsors, or did they come up to you?
They did come up to me. I'm very lucky.
No one ever came up to me. Jeez.
Maybe they did and you didn't see it?
That's no. The only sponsorships I got is like some fucking casino in Czechoslovakia or some shit.
True, you have to. You. Well, it's like what sponsors would you like to have?
Oh, wow. No one asked me that. I don't even know. I sometimes think what I'm doing wrong as a streamer that I don't care too much about this business side, which I should more, like sponsors and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I'm addicted to a type of tea. I would like them to sponsor me.
Okay. But what kind of tea?
It's hard to explain. I don't have one right here. It's like some fancy white privilege €1.60 little mini tea. It's just some minted tea, and but the problem is I've always been a brand risk. That's how they call me. Because when you do edgy content and edgy jokes, right? They're like, oh, we can't sponsor you.
Are very edgy.
Oh man, I don't think I'm edgy anymore. Maybe
you're definitely edgy. You're like super edgy. You say whatever you think. You say whatever crosses your mind.
Yeah, and see what happens? You get no sponsors. But that's okay.
Yeah, but you're a big streamer.
Yeah, but no sponsors. Dude,
it gets you in the news.
What do you say?
It'll get you in the news. You'll just grow mega and then they'll
Nah.
I mean, like in my mind you're mega, but you'll be like mega and then you'll get them all.
I don't know. Like today was interesting, for example. I started the stream and
I watched you this morning.
Yeah, and I was talking about Ukraine. And suddenly 11 in the morning I have 3 cables. I'm like, what the fuck? And it shows that there's a different path to become big on Twitch if you
those are like the biggest streamers.
Yeah, it's like just you have to always ride the hype train. You know?
Find streamers who do the same kind of stuff as you, and then find which sponsors they have, and then approach the same sponsors, and then you don't even have to do the work. They already did it for you.
That's clever, yeah. But I even have problems writing emails and stuff. Like when I get a business email, I don't write back and shit.
Yeah, it's really bad. I'm bad at that too. I think I answer like 1 of every 20 emails because it's a lot of emails, and I can't imagine how many you get because you're much bigger.
Yeah, but hey, we have to praise you here after one year already living off stream. That I did not get that. I did not do that. That's pretty insane.
I also live in a much more affordable country.
I always thought about that on Twitch, because the Twitch money you get is everywhere the same, right? Kinda.
No, it's not all the same.
Back before the sub switch.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, and if you lived in a poor country, you will get much more value out of Twitch. Imagine you're a streamer from Switzerland. You make like no money with 5K subs.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
You can just move somewhere else and you'll be living like a king.
There's a video in Germany that has millions of views. There's a big YouTuber in Germany, and he made a video of what happened to him since he moved to Madeira, a Portuguese island. And he literally saves I mean, he's very big, right? Millions of viewers. He saves 250,000 euros a month just by leaving Germany. And every time I see that, I'm sitting here like, ah, fuck.
You should. My dad's gonna be moving to Portugal. He lives in Rotterdam for work, but he's like, after I finish, I'm going to Portugal. It's like, my family doesn't like living in expensive places. It's like, doesn't make sense. It's like you get the same thing, but you get a lot less money to live on.
Yeah, I think about that often. But yeah,
Portugal's very welcoming to foreigners.
Portugal is welcoming to foreigners?
Yeah, you can easily get a passport there.
Huh, maybe we should.
Also, apparently they don't tax crypto, which is why a lot of people are moving there.
Are you into crypto?
I mean, like, mildly. I'm not like a day trader, but I use crypto.
Man, a big picture is forming here about a lot of information. But I want to ask something else. I like to talk about this moment with streamers. When the moment arrived where you sat at home and you realized, holy shit, I can live off streaming. I can do this every day and survive. How did you feel? How did it make you feel, first of all?
I think, well, it's a weird one, because no matter how good you do in streaming, I'm sure you'll feel the same. You'll always, like, I'll never be content.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always just trying to do better, make better content, grow my stream, make my viewers happy, make content on all the platforms. So it's like, even if, like, I remember, like, the day I would be like, oh, I can't wait till I get 100 viewers, and then I got it. I was like, okay, now I gotta get 150, got it. Okay, now I gotta get 200, got it. Okay, and it's like, that's just how it is, and it just is endless.
And would you, because I will, to this next question, I would say yes. Do you feel this kind of even curse of a streamer that, yes, it's a good job, you can play games for a living, etc., but there's also this curse of always hunting for the next milestone, always trying to keep everything afloat, that there's also a very negative side to this lifestyle of keeping up with the pressure. Do you feel that, or?
I don't know. It's like, I try not to. I try to focus on, like, the bigger picture always. Like, streams will always be, like, I try not to focus on, like, my daily, like, my day-to-day, like my numbers and stuff, but I try to focus on, like, what am I doing, you know, like, what is the purpose of everything that I do, or like, what is the thing that I haven't, that no one or myself has thought of doing, or like, you know, I don't like to, like, think about, like, okay, Monday, Tuesday, no. I try to, like, just detach myself from, like, that, and, like, just make stuff daily that I think is good, and then just do it, like, think outwards, and then it helps me not get caught up in that.
I gotta say, so far here, you sound like a genius. You really know exactly what you're talking about. It took me 4 years to get to that point.
Watch my stream for 5 minutes. I'm not a genius.
It took me 4 years to realize what you just talked about. Because in the beginning, I was one of these streamers that always, I have to do what the chat wants, what the viewers want to get to the next milestone. But what you're saying is so intelligent and so much better for mental health to just do what you think you're right, to do stuff that you feel. You set the vibe.
You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure. Like, I know. Like, you gotta make sure that you're making things that people like. If you're not making things that people like, then you're doing something wrong. Like, people should, like, you know. But, like, you know, I can't. Your streams will always fluctuate. So it's like, I try not to focus on, like, that kind of thing. I try to just focus on, like, everything else.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's something that every content creator needs to learn. That. Yeah,
it's healthier, or else it's just like, I had, like, a point, like, when I first started, where it just consumes you, and then it's like hurts. It's like you get, like, sad, and then you're like happy, and then you're sad. I was like, I can't live like this. Holy sheesh! Like, I need to step back and then think about it, and then, like, I try to do that, like, every week, because even if you don't think about it, like, all the time, like, it's just like constantly comes up. You have to, like, remind yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, very, very clever statement. I still have issues with that today. Like, don't you have that where, let's say you lost 30% of your subscribers, and then you're sitting at home on the couch and like, oh, what am I doing wrong? I need to do something, and then you feel that pressure. You never have like an evening like this?
I will have like, if I don't have a lot of subscribers or something, you'll be like, oh my god, Lil, like, why don't I have subscribers? Like, this person has so many subscribers. And as soon as I think that, I'll stop myself and I'll say, you know, I really appreciate people who subscribe to my streams, but it's like, if I just put like, I try to like put all of my focus on growing my streams. If I grow my streams, it's like, it's tenfolds everything else. Like, everything I focus on is growth of my streams. If I don't make that much money that month, like, it's okay. Like, I'll make it out. It's fine as long as I can get by. But it's like just focusing on like, if I make less money one month and more money one month, as long as my thing is growing, it's like I can have more sponsors. I can make my money off of ads. Like, not necessarily everybody. I don't want to have to rely on people who maybe can't subscribe or like don't want to subscribe or whatever their reasoning is for like my whole existence. I want to have some control. And it's like, if I can control my numbers and like work on growing, then that's like, it's taken out of the situation.
Yeah.
But it's like, smart. I appreciate it.
One guy in chat says smart, and the other one's smarter than Tommy, because that sounds ultra smart. I wish I had that thinking when I was 27. I was totally not thinking like that. I really, the thing that
I love the most about getting subscribers is that like it really grows the community. So it's like, the more subscribers I get, the more my stream grows. And it's like, even, it's not so much about that, like anything else, but that, like, I love that more people come in. Like, every month like I said, I like hanging out with my chat, and it's like, if my stream grows, it's like I like hanging out in my chat, and then there's even more people who've joined that I like hanging out with, and then like I grow and there's even more. So it's like I'm just growing like-minded people hanging out together. Yeah. So it's like that's what I like the most about it. But I don't want to have to rely on like put a pressure on my viewers to like, you know, subscribe if they can't or something. I'd rather put that pressure on a company. Yeah, I mean that sounds just. It looks like you really got the meta down. You know what you're doing. That's crystal clear. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. That sounds like a very, very healthy approach, obviously. I wonder who pressures people to sub. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. When you started streaming, did you feel negative a movement from your family, like mom or dad saying, oh well, what are you doing with your life, what are you playing games there on the internet, don't you want to go back to university? Did you have trouble in that department? It comes on stream sometimes. They were like, as long as I'm not getting naked, they're happy. That's, man, it sounds so great. Even your parents support you? What the hell, man? My parents are both, well, my dad is an entrepreneur, and my mom does like a whole bunch. She was a personal trainer, then she was a stay-at-home mom. So it's like, as long as I'm successful and I'm happy, and I'm like, there's no reason for them to be upset. That sounds, yeah, dude, amazing. Are your parents upset? Oh, in the beginning, 100%, completely. I was at university and I didn't go to uni anymore, and my mom will wake up in the morning and I will sit in front of the PC streaming all day, and she'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? You gotta finish your exams and stuff. I'm like, Mom, I want to stream, man, no. And they were very against it. My girlfriend, everyone was ultra against it, and it took a long time until I could prove them, hey, I mean, once the numbers on the bank account, they all shut up, you know. Yeah, they do like numbers in the bank account. That took a while. That's, and they don't mean bad, right? They obviously want their child to have a. Yeah, they just don't want you. I mean, like, the thing is, to be fair, it's like most people don't get into a position that we get. Yes. Yes. There's millions of streamers, and there's like 5,000 who make a living off of it. Exactly. So. But there is a reason for concern, but I guess we're lucky. Exacto mundo. One topic that might be a little bit more sensitive, but I just want to open with a female streamer, is that female streamers, especially on Twitch, oftentimes don't have it so easy. They have to listen to a lot of dumb shit from some sites. I think you know what I'm talking about. I want to just ask you on general, what is your opinion about this whole drama, especially when you look about the bathtub streamer drama and all that stuff? How do you feel about these things?
yeah, what are your thoughts about this whole topic with this girl only has views because she's in a bikini, etc.?
Oh, I love it. I like when people push the boundary, you know? I mean, a lot of people I like it when people, I mean, like, first of all, I'm not upset that there's sexy girls on I'll watch them. Like, I'm gonna watch a girl in a hot tub doing a dance. Like, that doesn't make me mad. Like, I will happily sit there and watch that. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Like, there are things that there's different, like, you're not competing. Like, I'm not competing with someone who's, I don't know, like, doing something else. I don't know. But, like, if someone's pushing the boundaries, good for you. I like when people kind of do crazy stuff. 2, girls are sexy and I want to watch them dance in bikinis. 3, I don't know why people care so much about what other people do. It's like, imagine if I went around and people like upset that other people were doing stuff. As long as they're not hurting anyone, I don't care.
Exactly, feel the same. And could you, did you, I think I asked before, but did you ever feel this, how do you call this, these kind of people, mostly male, showing hate towards you on platforms? I mean, in your chat they get banned instantly, but did you ever come across these weird people that might be envious about your position and just reducing you to looks or something? Did that ever come across you? And if yes,
happens, but I don't care about that. Like I said, if they come in my chat, they say something, it's an instant ban. I actually do that on all of my platforms. I run all of my platforms like it was my Twitch chat. If someone comes on my TikTok and they say something, they're banned. If they come on my YouTube and they say something like that, they're banned. So it's like they're just, it doesn't, I don't understand. It's like you're in the vibe, or you are just, I don't know, go somewhere else. I don't know why you're upset that I exist. It's a weird thing. Like, what a waste of time. I don't get upset when people are mean to me. I just think it's more reverse. Like, I feel bad that they're upset about me. Like, that's weird.
Yeah, once again, just a really, really healthy approach to that. Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I don't get it. Also, when I was like a teen, I did like kids and teen modeling, and people were so mean that like, I don't think anyone could ever hurt my feelings. It's like, those people were so mean.
That's great. So, when you were younger, people were mean to you in these.
Oh my God, they're so mean. They'll be like, "Oh," they'll look at you and they'll just tell you everything that's wrong with your face, and you're like, "Okay, well, thank you so much. See you later." But
it's nice to see that after all that was gone, that you took power from that you used that for yourself. Because I sometimes, I don't want to sound like some white knight, but I sometimes feel for the female girls on Twitch, because they have to walk through so much dumb shit with a lot of. You know, no one harasses me because I'm just some bald dude. They're just like, "Tommy, you're bald," and then they leave. But I always figured that girls on Twitch, they must have it much harder in that department.
I think they do. They do. I get a lot of messages from like other girl streamers, like they're having issues and stuff. But I'll always help them. I think like the thing is that like I always say you put like yourself and your overall community over specific people. So no matter who it is and where they're like placed in your community, like. You have to, my thing bleeped. I don't know, it's okay. But basically it's like the overall thing is more important than like individuals. And if individuals are making you upset, immediately get them out of there. It's like really common, I think, with girls, maybe with guys too. I don't know. I have a lot of girls that reach out and ask me because, I don't get a lot of that, but I know that it does happen, especially with like if you're a beginning streamer and you're just starting out, it's really easy to just, be mean to people and take advantage of them. But I'm always willing to help support other girls trying to, just live their life. Yeah,
that sounds just, it's just always sometimes looks like there's people out there that they thrive from negativity. I've always had a big issue with, like in the beginning, I would never ban weird people in chat or idiots or negative people, because I always had that feeling of, I don't want to lose them as a sub or a viewer, because this has to work. This is my only chance in life to make something. And just years later, just recently, I think in the last month, I realized, you just get them out. Fuck it. If you lose $5 a month, who cares? At least you're not gonna become depressed from this shit. And it really looks like something that every streamer, especially new streamer or YouTuber or TikTok,
it's a new streamer thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like, once it's a new streamer thing, even I had it. It's like, you're like trying to like grow this thing, but it's like, you want to grow a good thing. You don't want to grow a bad thing. It's like, So it's just like get the toxic stuff out, and then it'll just be better. It's like it actually like hinders your growth, if anything.
Yeah, and some people, some creators probably have to learn that first. Like I knew I had to learn it first.
Yeah, me too.
Because like we said that streamers like themselves, they like to hear themselves talk, and you want to be liked, right? And it's so weird when someone doesn't like you. Sometimes I read like a YouTube comment and someone is like, how does anyone watch this idiot? What the fuck?
You're so and annoying. Oh my god. I was like, what? The weird thing is, like, why did you write that down?
Yeah,
like, why didn't you just leave when you thought I was annoying? Like, if you don't like me, why didn't you? That's like a weird thing to do. Yeah, like, imagine if like someone was like standing somewhere and then I just like tapped on their shoulder and I was like, you're really annoying. I don't like you. And then I just like stood there and like stared at them. I'd be like, that's weird. Like if I don't like someone, I just walk the other direction. It's like really, it's like a strange concept to me.
That's what the internet does. You can say what you want in the anonymity, and it doesn't hurt you, right? But I always thought that interesting. That you get 20 positive comments, you're like, oh, okay, thank you. And then there's one negative comment, you're like, ah, fuck you. Who is this guy? What did I do wrong?
Yeah, I just ban everybody who's mean.
Yeah, I think I've reached that point now also. You reached that point much earlier than me. Well, that really sounds like that from your mental game. You got that shit down. I don't think... That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like to be a healthy person.
Yeah, that makes sense. Where do you... In a perfect world, in your dream world, where would you like to see your stream go in the next year, 5 years, maybe even 10 years? Do you see yourself doing this when you're 40? In a perfect world, what would be the great road for your streaming career? Are we talking maybe travelogues? Are we still talking just chatting? Are we talking games should always be there?
Like I said, it's like, well, I love streaming so much and I want to stream for as long as I possibly can. I don't know like what will happen like when I'm 40 or something. That's very far away. But like I said, it's like even now it's like I haven't even like, I'm still figuring it out. Like I've only been like partnered on stream for like a year or something. So it's like I'm still figuring it out, and it's always in the back of my mind is like, what have I not thought of yet, or what has nobody thought of yet? Like, what can I give people that they haven't gotten? So I haven't figured it out. So once I do, that will give me some more clarity. But until then, I'll just always create, I hate the word content, but content that people enjoy and makes people happy and makes me happy, and across every platform, and diversify like the type of content that I make. But overall, like I'm always trying to figure out the thing. Like if someone asked, like if I asked you, like if I saw you in an elevator, you know, like the whole elevator pitch, and I said like, what is your stream? Could you tell me in a sentence?
You asked me in the elevator, what is my stream? Can you tell me in a sentence?
Yeah, like tell me what your stream is in one sentence.
And the goal of the question is if the streamer has something special.
Well, it's just like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you, like, what, like, say you were like in an elevator, and it's called the elevator pitch, right? It's like, if you're trying to pitch yourself to like, say I'm a billionaire company thing, and you're trying to tell me what you have 1 minute in one sentence to tell me what your stream is. You don't have to do it now because you have to probably think about it. But it's like, you should, like, I feel like I should be able to tell people what I'm doing in a sentence. And like, I'm always trying to figure out like, making sure I'm doing something that has intent.
I get that, and that what I hear here in what you're saying is hunger. This hunger of creation and going to the next step. Right? You could say that's hunger. And sometimes I'm scared. I like
to move forward.
That the longer you're around and the longer you're into this, there's a chance of losing that hunger. I think about that often. Like, are you still hungry enough and stuff? That's always a bit scary.
You have to just try think of it like regular. It's not about like being, it's like if you're every day you're thinking about like, what am I doing and what is the thing that I haven't thought of, then it's like you can never not think about it, and you'll always be like going towards that place. Because it's like until you figure it out. Once you figured it out, you're a genius.
I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
It's like people like what's his name, Steve Jobs, he was like, I'm gonna put computers in like people's hands. You're like, what? What? That's like weird. You're gonna put computers in people's hands? Like, that's a weird thing to say. But it's like no one ever thought of it. No one ever thought they needed it. And now we all have computers in our hands. So it's like it's like the same thing. It's like what can I do that like would make people want and they need and they enjoy that I haven't thought of.
Yeah, and now I really arrived at, and I know what you mean. You always have to create that big new thing. I think I did in my career and it helped, and you probably did too. But I think what's important to add there is sometimes there's an opportunity to create something new, but it's something you don't like personally. That doesn't make you happy.
No, you can't do it then.
Yeah, that's, and I feel like sometimes on Twitch people do it just for the gains of it, even though they don't like it, and it always feels important, and I think you feel the same, to not go that way if it doesn't feel right.
I think you need to be passionate about what you're doing in your life. It's like, otherwise, like, what's the point? It's like, if streaming is not your favorite thing to do, and you're doing it for a living, you're doing the wrong thing. Like, not everybody has the privilege. I understand that. Like, some people have to do what they have to do, but it's like, I do have the privilege, so I want to make sure that, like, I'm doing the thing that I love the most.
My chat is getting mad because I didn't answer the elevator question. Chat, my answer my answer would obviously be, I'm creating a space for people to hang out that are fucking weird. No, but what Rachel said before, you're creating a space to hang out. That's what you're doing. You know?
Yeah, you have a community. It's like you've built that from like it didn't exist. Like everybody who sees each other in your chat every day, they didn't know each other before your streams.
Oh God, that's like so cute. I mean, every streamer does that, right? It's a beautiful thing.
I love when like people, like even in my Discord, it's like we hang out and we talk every single day of our lives more than we talk with anyone else. And it's because of this thing that we've created.
That brings me to an interesting question for you. As a streamer, you obviously see the parasocial relationship a viewer has with you, where a viewer feels far more connected to you than you do with them, because they see you every day. They know how you look, they know how you react, they know everything about you, but you don't know who they are. Do you have experiences? How do you feel about that whole thing? How do you keep the line between you, the streamer, but also the fan, the viewer, that it doesn't get crossed too much too often? What are your thoughts on that?
Experienced that kind of, I don't know if it's like I haven't experienced that. Like I haven't experienced people, if someone's being like obsessive or like excessive about a relationship, I would, like I said, I would just ban it. But like I haven't experienced it. It's like I make a point of like, it's all about like this community that we're building, and I haven't really felt that. Like I feel like that happens a lot in America. I don't know, do you feel like that happens a lot in Germany?
American are the craziest fucks.
It's
anyway.
an American thing, and I was even talking about that because I was like, the swatting thing, like it's like that's American, and like it's like I don't know if it's like a culture, but it's like I don't know if I've experienced that, honestly. Like I don't know why. I really haven't had any experience with like someone overly reciprocating what I reciprocate back. Like if some, like I don't answer personal messages like DMs on any platform. I'll always answer people publicly, unless like you know, it's like mods or something, because I think maybe that's how people get this like relationship. But yeah, DMing is like, it's a bit too like, I'll always answer every question as long as it's public and not like in my personal one-on-one conversation.
So much from you today. I'm like coming out of this a better streamer, because I would always, and I still do, answer everything, because I always had this feeling of I want to feel close to my boys. But the problem is when you answer the private message once, it opens a door for them.
Yeah,
where they
then
think they can grab more.
It's very yeah. Well, it's like I talk to everyone, and I always want people to be able to talk to me, and I want to be able to talk to everyone. But it's we're together. It's like it's us, and it's a public place. Once it's like a behind a closed door thing, it's different. So like obviously like my mods I always talk to in private, and like streamers I talk to in private, but like generally it's all, I do not answer private messages just because I just think it's, maybe that's like where the unhealthy part comes from, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, so if you approach it like that, you can't even get to the bad part. Yeah, that's once again very clever. Yeah. I mean, you have everything down. I need to listen to you even more.
No, I don't. You tell me your tips, please. Tell me your tips and tricks. Yeah, I think it's healthy. I think that's maybe how people get themselves into sticky situations. It's just by like answering something that maybe they shouldn't answer.
Yeah, Marconi's right when he says most DMs are positive, though, true. But the point is always that, like I just said, when you answer even positive DMs, there's always a follow-up message. It never ends.
I appreciate the positive DMs, and I can read them from afar, but I don't want to engage in like thousands of personal conversations that continue. like you said.
And I always felt, and I don't think this is edgy at all, that especially as a girl, you have to be even more careful with that.
You have to be careful. Yes, exactly. You have to always be careful, especially just on being on the internet. You have to be careful.
Which even shows, and now I'm gonna sound like a feminist, which even shows the privilege of being a man, because it's much easier for a man to answer questions, DMs, because there's no threat in it, where a girl has to be far more careful with private DMs, because there's not the much bigger threat level than on a man. Does that make sense? Is that weird? No.
Get it?
You know what I mean?
Well, it's like it's girls have to be a bit more careful.
Exactly. Yeah. So guys out there, change the world. Just be nice and
be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do, like, even if I do scroll through my messages, like 99% of them are just genuinely nice messages, and then there's like maybe one creepy in between.
But for me, it's 99% creepy. Yes.
You should just do a replying to DM stream.
Whoa. Yeah, that always ends really badly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that's a good
remember
idea.
The other day, I once leaked my address because I'm retarded, and this other day I googled my own. I don't even know why. I was on Google Maps, and then my address was there, and someone made that. There's a store. The Tommy K store is here. Someone made the Tommy K store on Google Maps on my address. A guy
creepy.
like sat down. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what
scary.
Happens. There's a question I once created. I always ask everyone, but with streamers it's a boring question because I know the answer. I like this question a lot. I'm very proud of it. Here's the question, but it makes no sense for streamers. Every job in the world has the same hours and makes the same money, whatever it is, and you can choose any job from that. Will that still be streaming or anything else? They all make the same money. Shut up, Marconi. I'm gonna ban him real quick. Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? Will it still be streaming?
Yeah, well, like I said, it's my favorite thing to do. Like, it's like I wish I found streaming earlier because it just makes me so happy. Like, it just like it's so my favorite thing to do that I'm like so sad that I didn't start sooner. But yeah, it's streaming.
Yeah. Well, let's ask the question a different way. If streaming wouldn't have worked out, where would you see yourself right now realistically?
Ooh, that's a good question. I probably would have kept working on the maybe like the game dev stuff.
And if you would have stayed in the game dev stuff, what will be your favorite outcome of that whole path? Where would you felt really, I want to go to that studio, or is there something that would have interested you?
I don't know specifically. I just like I probably would have like veered more into like the VR space. Like I like being in like things that are like maybe like new and up and coming, and just like it's like a brand new space. So I probably would have done maybe something in that kind of a world. I don't know though. I'm not sure exactly. What about you?
Oh, I will probably be a low-level law clerk in an office. I studied law, but I sucked at it. I never gave a fuck. Which
that's hard to study law.
That's
a hard study.
I think it's like a rumor that it's that hard. If you sit down and learn a bit,
it's not
that crazy hard.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's very time-consuming to be a lawyer.
And I will probably sit in an office right now somewhere, being really unhappy. Probably. Because you know,
how did you start streaming? You didn't tell me.
Oh,
you don't want to tell me?
That's a story. First of all, I once streamed many years ago. I streamed one Dota 2 game on owned.tv, if anyone still remembers that. And I had 2 viewers, me, myself, and my friend. Yeah. And the way I streamed, I got into this. I was addicted to online poker, like really bad. I only lost. I lost all my money. And I had this idea one day. I never thought I could make it in streaming because my PC and internet were too bad. I thought there's no chance this PC can handle streaming. So one day I turned on Twitch as a poker streamer just for one reason only. I wanted to act like people are watching me to play better. Because I will play bad. I will always get tilted and mad. So I acted like, oh, if someone's watching me, so I play good. And I just fucked up again. And the next day I woke up and I clicked on Hearts of Iron, streamed that, and that's how I got into that. So my poker addiction, get addicted to poker chat. It makes you achieve a lot in life.
Don't do that, chat.
No. And that's how that. I was very lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah, I think like to make it in streaming, you have to have a little bit of luck sprinkled.
Yeah, that's true. Like in all of like actors and comedians and all that stuff, you need to be at the right moment at the right time with some luck. But one comedian in Germany once said, your product has to be right, that what you offer, like your content or stream, and then you have to wait for luck and also be consistent on the timeline. Do your stream every single day, your product, your stand-up, your acting, and one day it's gonna work out. If you
consistency is key.
Yeah.
Do you take holidays?
What did you say?
Do you take holidays?
If I take holidays.
Do you take holidays?
Oh, never.
Like, have you gone on a holiday?
Have I gone on a holiday?
Like recently?
Lately? Oh yeah, I always get I get pushed into it. I have this. I wonder if you have the same, but you probably have that because you like traveling. I could sit in this room streaming 12 hours every single day and I would love it. Deep inside, I don't need to go to Italy for 2 weeks, but that's a bit sad because one day you're gonna wake up and you'll be like, oh, I streamed my whole life and never seen the world. But I don't have that. But you probably you want to get out from time to time, probably, right?
Yeah, I like traveling.
What was your first? You asked me. I was in England last year, Edinburgh and London, which was, and that was interesting. I was always like, you always meet these people. I like traveling. I was exactly the counter. I didn't like travel. I wanted to stay home and play games. And my girlfriend luckily showed me the world of travel and how beautiful it can be, and the things you see, and the food, and the people, and you broaden your mind. And now I'm actually in love with travel, like everyone else. I needed my eyes open first. Yeah.
Yay, GG's Lisa. Tasted the good life. Your girlfriend's name's Lisa, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God I didn't say the wrong name. I was like,
which brings me to a good question. One other good question. I always say that Lisa is the counterpart that balances my life. If I would just be in the meme internet world all day long, I would go crazy. And you see that actually with big streamers right now. Some big streamers that only have streaming in their life and like fake friends and fake relationships and stuff, it wears down on them. I was just having a dinner with a big YouTuber in Germany, and he told me about a big YouTube party, and they're all fucking depressed, man. Which shows you need this counterweight. You need something to counter out the streamer life. Do you have a counter? Do you need a counter?
I've got my boyfriend. I live with my boyfriend and my mom. She lives, I see them both, like, well, I live with my boyfriend, so I see him every day, but my mom, she comes over all the time. But most of my friends don't live here, but when they do come here, I see them, so it's nice. So yeah, it's good to have someone to talk sense into things.
So for you, it's also the family is in a way the counterweight.
Yeah,
you could say.
My boyfriend helps me a lot. Like if I like I said, like if I immediately, like I said to him, like if I ever talk about like something goes down, like he's like, stop, like, oh, don't even think about that. You're thinking about the other thing. I'm like, oh right, okay.
Yeah, that's so important.
Think about the other thing. You need someone to just remind you all the time. It's like, you could even tell Lisa, like, Lisa, if I ever mention this one, like this thing, you tell me about the other thing, and then you're like, oh right, what am I doing?
That is very true. And
it's good to have that.
If as a streamer you have a lot of positive reinforcement, right? Everything you say, people like it, and everything goes well. And if you have that lifestyle and no one stops you, I think that's really dangerous. Like the biggest German streamer now, he announced that he's fucked up, because it was too much for him. You always need that counter. Very important. Anyway, Rachel, a thing I do on this on this podcast, which is a bit weird with a female, is when I was in England. This is good. Bridge.
Oh, I remember this. Okay. Yeah, don't be worried that I'm a girl. Let's do it.
I got dating cards, and they're not even that dating like, chat. And what I do with every podcast guest is I pull some cards with have interesting questions. And it's not like really childish dating. How do you like to kiss? No, it's like really cool questions. And we are right now gonna draw. Let's start with 5. We still have some time. And we're gonna... I didn't even see all of these questions yet. This is the second time I'm doing this. We have some questions here that I'm gonna pull out.
Okay.
Okay, for example, this one doesn't work. What is your most irritating work colleague like? That doesn't really work for us.
I don't have one.
Well, let me then change the question to something. Do you have an idol or someone that you looked or look up to in the world of content creation? Someone that you see like that person inspired you or pushed you a bit to
about
heights?
Like idol, but people who I think are like who I really respect, maybe. Cause I don't know if I would be like doing the same thing, but there's like Pokemon's an amazing female streamer who's become like mega in the world just by like being smart and good at streaming, like I think she's very impressive. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing specifically yet, so maybe I don't think if I look at streaming, I kind of look at like everything in the world and then try to find like inspiration from like people who do things that I think are impressive. But yeah, I think like Pokemon's a very, very inspiring streamer because she's come so far.
Okay, yeah, she's my favorite too. PokeW in the chat, everybody. Yeah.
Pokey.
Let's get to the next question. I'm gonna read this straight. I'm not even gonna pre-read it. Whatever it is. What character traits do you long to find in someone else and would help you feel to have discovered? Now I want to change this away from Soulmate.
Okay.
But let's say, what character traits does a person need to have that you think are positive, that you like, that's certain traits that are important in a human being?
In any human being, or in a human being I'm gonna date?
Let's do any human being. Let's do any.
Oh, any human being. Traits that I think are good.
Yes.
All right, there's a lot, I would say. But confidence is really good. I think like when sometimes it's like that's what makes you think less inwards and more outwards. I like it when people don't spend a lot of time thinking about themselves and spend more time thinking about everyone else. So I don't know I think those two sometimes can, like, you know, when you're not, because sometimes if you're not confident enough, you spend a lot of time thinking about like why. It takes up a lot of time, and it's like it's not good for you. So I like it when people think more outwards. Yeah.
It's interesting that you say confidence, because I think that's what a lot of people are lacking, especially on Twitch. Twitch is a bubble, right? If you're an extroverted, confident person, you're not on Twitch a lot, I would think. You know, you're out there partying and stuff. But and confidence is such an important trait to learn and to gain and to understand how important it is, that I think many people were lacking. Like I was lacking it for a long time, and it's so important when it comes. When it finally
a lot
comes
of people
along.
do, and it's not even anyone. It's like everyone has always lacked confidence at some point. Like no one's always been confident forever, but it's like practicing becoming comfortable with who you are as a person, so that you can be less focused inwards. You know what I mean? Or else it would take up space. It's like I'm not every day. I don't wake up confident, but it's like I like to make sure that I'm making an effort to be like daily confident, so that I can like not focus on myself.
Exactly. You should never focus on yourself, but be confident. Like the chat should be subscribing to Rachel and Tommy K right now. Be confident of your life and change your life with a subscription to these two streamers. Another question that's interesting is here. If you could give, I always change these questions because they're way too weird. What advice would you give Rachel from 10 years ago? You meet her for like 30 seconds and you're like, listen, I have something to tell you. What would that be?
Oh my God, Rachel K from 10 years ago?
Yes.
She was chaotic. Oof. I don't think you could tell Rachel K from 10 years ago anything. She would not listen. But if she would listen, I would say start streaming. Actually, you know, I did a lot of fun stuff. When I was 18, no, I'm very happy with the thing is like, I'm very happy with everything that I've done wrong and right in my life. Like everybody says, it takes you to where you are now. I've learned so much, and I think it makes me smarter and, you know, than I was before, because I made the mistake. But maybe like, yeah, maybe getting involved in like things that I'm passionate about for like working sooner. Because I spend a lot of time doing like other things like traveling and, you know, whatever. But maybe I would have just like thought more about. Someone in the chat said buy Bitcoin. Yeah, buy some more Bitcoin.
Get off the crypto. But that always shows a healthy character that someone loves himself when you know there's nothing they want to say, because everything you did led to the character you are now.
I did a lot of wrong stuff, but I'm happy, so it must have worked out.
Yeah, you look like a really balanced character. There's like, you should open like a.
Disappointing.
No, I mean it's just on this website you don't see that very often. You know, everybody is kind of a little bit.
You have to make an effort. You have to make an effort, or else it's a disaster. Yeah. You know. Okay, what else? When you're not, what do you do when you're not streaming?
Waiting for the next stream. No, when I don't stream.
Yeah, like when you're like you finish stream and you've eaten, and like what do you do? Like in your personal Tommy time.
Oh, that's a really good question, because non-streaming time is time for others. I always felt like, because streaming
you always gotta book in others.
Is my time. That's like Tommy time, and before and after stream, I, like, you know, chill with the girlfriend to be there for her. To be to work on the relationship or work on your parents or something. If I don't stream, it's just working on others.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it's also important to have your own time, right? Where you don't take care of others, where you don't stream, and you just do your own thing for a while.
Yeah, you take care of yourself.
That's important. Yeah, I started doing that now in the early mornings. I just do my own shit now.
That's so good.
Do you have that? Because I have that every single day. This feeling of I gotta get to the stream, which makes me stressed nowadays. Like wherever I am, I'm on vacation, I'm in the supermarket, I'm in the bathtub. I feel like, okay, yeah, this is nice, but I should get back to stream soon. I gotta work on that business. You have that too.
Thinking about you in the bathtub. I did for a while. I did for a while, and I was doing really, really long streams. Like I was doing like I think like 10 hours a day, for like a long time, and then I was like. I could feel myself getting tired, so I was like, okay, like what's like a good amount of time to stream every day that you feel like you're getting enough time with your community and you're putting work in, but you're also like not burning out. So I kind of do now like 7 hours for me. I like the last like month or something I've implemented it, and it's like 7 hours is like a long time to stream, and it's like I can I could go for longer, but it's healthier for me to stop at 7 hours. So I kind of say like even when I'm like not doing my stream, it's like I've kind of allocated now a time that I have for my stream, and then I almost have like a schedule. So it's like I try to start at like noon. Sometimes it's a little bit earlier, sometimes it's a bit later. So it's like as long as I'm starting an hour plus minus noon, and I do the amount of time that I think is like healthy and hardworking, because I don't want to just like I want to try So yeah, that's helped. But I did for a while when I was like, oh, but it's like when I take off the extra time and I just do my 7 hours, and it gives me more time to like think about everything else.
I'm once again impressed because you already talk and approach streaming in a way that I didn't do for a long time. You already really got it down where I hadn't. Because I was always like, I gotta go home, stream 16 hours, work on that business. But just lately now, I think the same like you, have shorter streams, chiller streams, and they're gonna be so much better. And you're gonna be so much more healthy, mentally, physically. Yeah, great approach. That took me a while to learn too. And probably and others out there.
It takes a while because you don't know what you're doing. We're still figuring it out. But it's like I've just found that lately that's been really healthy, and I've gotten more time to like try and do all my like you told me to do YouTube, and I started TikTok and like all those things that take a lot of like time.
Yeah, I told you to do YouTube, really?
Yeah, you were like you gotta do YouTube, and I was like okay, I gotta do YouTube.
Yeah, it's very clever. Just get an editor, and
I got hired an editor now.
That's really clever, and they do the YouTube stuff, and because YouTube is so much bigger than Twitch, and they bring so much. I think I have to be honest, even though he's watching, I want to say it. Without YouTube, I would not nearly be this big. YouTube brings a lot of people over. Lots and lots of.
I gotta work on my YouTube.
It will come.
It's new.
Oh, it will grow. This next question we're gonna skip. Describe your political leanings without using the words left or right. We're not doing that. Because, let me draw the next one. How much should we do, chat? Let's just keep going. How much time you have left?
You can go for as long as you want.
Okay, I have 20 minutes left.
Okay.
Let's fuck it. Let's do this shit. What do we have here? Most of them are like, too datey. That's weird. That's interesting. I want to do that. Okay. How would you advise your best friend who just learned their partner was having an affair? What advice would you give a friend who just learned their partner had an affair?
Ooh. Interesting question.
Yeah, that's
because not everybody's the same.
Yeah.
It depends. Like, have they if it's like a new thing, I would just be like, okay, you're out. But an affair seems as though they've been together for a long time. They get to have a free affair on their end. Even Stevens.
Oh, that's an interesting answer. Wow. Okay.
If you have an affair, then they have an affair too. And then, but make it known so it's fair. It's like, cool, you had an affair, I caught you. Now I'm gonna have an affair, and you have to just wait until it's done.
Okay, I did not expect that answer.
Because then maybe, if everything else is good and they want to be together forever, maybe no one's perfect. Maybe they made a mistake. Who knows? Unless it's if they don't even like the person, they're toxic, or they're there's problems, then just leave. But if so maybe you're with someone till the end of time, and And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a that would be my maybe an advice that I'd give.
There's
I don't know if I don't think I'm very good at
that think they know better.
I don't think I'm very good at giving relationship advice, but that's maybe what I would say. Like I said, I would be a bit chaotic.
Yeah, that's totally fine. and yeah, 16-year-old boys in chat, you don't probably know so much
Your
better.
chat's like, no.
Well, they know, man. They always send me messages. A girl finally touched me, Tommy. Whoa, it's so epic, man. Anyway,
my chat's happy.
There should be a thing on Twitch where you switch chats for one stream or something.
Oh my gosh.
That would be chaotic. Nah, dude, these guys would be really nice to you. Every time, like, when Lisa comes on stream, the chat is, oh, cute Lisa, oh, she's so cute. And then she's gone, Tommy, you suck, Tommy.
Yeah, I love watching it. It's so funny.
Yeah. But
it's entertaining.
How might you entertain a 5-year-old child that a friend left for you with 2 hours?
Oh, no, I love children. I'd have so much fun. If I go to a party and there's children at the party, I'd probably just hang out with the children and not the people.
Same. But let's say right now someone knocks at your door. Please take care of this kid for 2 hours. Would you go into the stream? Would you go outside? Would you play a board game?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I have a pretty good instinct with children. I'd probably just like try to keep them happy and entertained. You can give a child like just a banana and like see if they'll have fun, and then like maybe it depends how old they are. Maybe give them a game to play. Maybe like go just keep them like distracted. Like go run around in a circle.
Yeah, just
how many
watching Wall-E.
of these can you pick up? I don't know. It depends on their age.
Yeah, Lisa.
But I'm usually pretty good with.
Who's 11, and he's now in that age where it's games. Fortnite, Minecraft, Ark. And he comes in here. Back in the day, we will go out, we will play ball, and now it's just like, can I play Ark, Tommy? Can I play games?
Yeah.
And if you do anything else with them, you see in their eyes they just want to go back to the PC.
Yeah, but it's like you probably wanted to do that, when you were like, well, I don't know, you're kind of similar in age to me, but like when I was like 12 or something, and like I was playing Sims, and they're like, come eat dinner, and you're like, I don't want to eat dinner, like I want to freaking play Sims, like leave me alone.
The life of a gamer. You can't get, once they're gone in there, you can't get them out anymore.
Yeah, I don't know, you kind of want to do what you want to do. Like from like 11 till like 15, you're like, you just want to do what you want to do. You don't want anybody telling you what to do.
I think about this often because now there's a kid on the way. How that shit's gonna be hard. Like when you lose control of your child. My brother has a 6-year-old, and he's now starting to loot out the borders what he can do. He's starting to test you. He's like,
yes, it's so interesting.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to handle that stuff.
They have to start learning what they can do and what they can get away with. So that's an interesting time. I don't know. I like that as long as you're like aware of like what's happening in the kid's mind, then it's like probably easier. Stop doing that.
It's funny you have that. My chat just told me I have a donation sound where a little kid screams pussy and you have a guy screaming dicks.
Because it's scary and it's loud and it freaks me out, and it happens all day. Thank you for the biddies, I appreciate it.
Are you a clean or a messy person?
I'm messy. Unfortunately. I just don't enjoy cleaning, but I like cleanliness.
I just exactly feel we're truly siblings because I feel exactly the same.
I hate cleaning, but I like clean stuff, and I'm a mess.
Yeah, one of my main goals.
I stream a lot.
Yeah, one of my main goals as a streamer was to make enough money to have a cleaning lady. That's my main goal.
Yeah, you could just move to South Africa and you can have a cleaning lady.
They're very cheap here too, especially with Ukraine. Anyway, that's a dumb question. Wait. That's interesting. What? Don't answer that. But there's a dude. Imagine saying this on the first date. How would you describe your financial status? What is this? Jesus. So Rachel,
that's what you ask on a first date?
Yeah, that's really weird. Maybe that's like some, I don't know, for like the rich kids or something.
But then they would all just be rich, I guess.
Yeah, that was weird. That's no. Sorry, they're all a bit weird. No, normally they're better.
Their first date question.
This is funny. I like this. Without thinking too much, complete this sentence quickly. The problem with most of the people I've been on a date with is... Oh, that's interesting to hear. A lot of guys here in these streams never had a date before. What was like big turnoffs or mistakes people will do on dates? From a girl here firsthand.
I haven't dated I've dated a lot, but they've all been like, if someone messaged me now, like I don't have any bad endings from dates. Maybe when people are like arrogant is extremely off-putting.
Yeah.
I don't mesh well with arrogance. It's like, it's just
who
like,
does? Yeah.
if someone's arrogant, I just like retract and I have to leave. But other than that, like I've never had any like bad experiences.
It's going well for you, huh? It's going really good in all departments. But okay,
well,
yeah, arrogancy.
What about you?
Like, probably the same when they talk about themselves too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the difference is like arrogance. You think that you're like better than others.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like that I dislike.
And important chat, always go to a date clean. Take a shower before that, you weird.
Oh yeah, clean.
Very important.
Brush your teeth. Floss.
Yes.
That's
important.
good advice.
And you shave that part between your eyebrows. Very important too. Yeah. You are on death row, and they're taking you down tomorrow. What will be your final meal? I like that question. I love that because I'm a big food guy.
I love food. Can I have anything I want?
Yes. One thing.
One thing?
I don't even know what is African culture with like food and stuff. Like, what is a big like?
We have very good food here.
Like, name 3.
Name 3 things that I would want on my death row?
No, first of all, name 3 things South Africa food is known for, because I have known nothing. I have no idea.
We have amazing, like, we export a lot of fruit and vegetables. We have very fresh, like, flavorful fruit and vegetables. Plus, we're like coastal, so we have a lot of fresh seafood. And then we have, since like Cape Town's really like international, we have like amazing restaurants.
Oh, that sounds
great. So it's like fresh ingredients and like really good restaurants and stuff.
Okay, and what will be your final meal?
It would probably be like, I don't know. It would have, I would be a toss up between like a nice steak or like a burger pizza or like seafood.
Okay, that sounds American. I remember talking about American. Didn't you have golden AKs behind yourself or something?
Yeah, they all fell down.
Oh, are they like real? Or what the fuck?
No, they're replicas. I went to Russia.
What the fuck? Are you in ISIS? What the hell is that? Look at all these AKs.
I went to Russia because some of my friends, their girlfriends are Russian, and we went to Russia, and I went to this place and they had a golden AK like hanging on their wall, and I was like, I need a golden AK. That's just cool hanging on my wall. So I bought one and I liked it, and then I was like, well, I'm an adult, so I just bought another 10, and then I just hung them on my wall, but they all fell down, so I've got to rehang them.
There have difference. One guy collects magic cards, the other person collects AKs. Part of the KGB.
I want like weapons on all my walls. I want to get all kinds of weapons.
And in that final meal, what would be your final drink?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe like this sounds lame, but I love like I like mixing juice and sparkling water.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, sure.
It's like I drink that like every day. Like I have a a soda stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first thing I bought in my house because I like sparkling water so much. So I always mix like juice and sparkling water. Is that weird?
No, we do
or would I have like But I guess if I was gonna die, I would maybe want to have like a whiskey.
True. Are you into whiskey or what? No.
Yeah, if I'm gonna have like an alcoholic drink, it'll be like a whiskey or a vodka martini or like maybe. Yeah, those are like my 2.
I always say, and people always call me weird, and another word for that, I like caipirinha. You know caipirinha in South Africa? Oh, you don't?
Is that isn't that Brazilian or something?
Yes, with the lime and the sugar. And I think that's about it.
Or is it Portuguese?
Yeah, both. They always get mad. There's two ways to do it and stuff.
Yeah, that's like what's in that? I've had it before. I don't remember. Doesn't it have something like grapefruit in it? No, that's a different thing.
No, it's just basic lime, brown sugar, and then that alcohol. I don't even know the name. Cha or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Something with C.
Yeah, that's your favorite drink.
I love that stuff. People always call me weird for it, but
that's not a weird drink. It's like a very sophisticated drink.
Yeah, some people call it a feminine drink, but I have no problem.
There's no such thing as a feminine drink.
There is margarita. It's called.
Margarita?
No, what is that thing in Sex on the Beach? They always...
Oh, cosmopolitan.
Yeah, come on, that's female. Come on. Ain't gonna see no Vladimir Putin.
I like margaritas. A shaken margarita, though. I hate frozen margaritas.
This question is very nice. You could magically invent a drug that gives you instantly any mood you want. What kind of... What will it be?
The mood?
It's pretty basic. Obviously, you want to be happy, probably.
To be happy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually... You will make a lot of money with that drug.
Yeah. Make people happy drug? That sounds good.
Okay, let me now shuffle this again. And do 3 more.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh, do you speak English and that...
I speak English and I'm studying Hebrew.
And don't they have Afrikaans or something in South Africa?
They do have Afrikaans, but because I came later into school, I was exempt from Afrikaans.
But with English, you can really just live in Cape Town. There's no problem.
Yeah, you can live here, no problem. Everybody speaks English, but yeah, there's like I think 12 or 13 or 14 official languages here.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm from Saxony. Like, nobody understands us. And nobody speaks English.
You just speak German and English.
Yeah, German and English, but the area I'm from speaks such a weird German that everyone laughs at us.
Oh, yeah?
You know, it's like it's very hard to explain. It sounds like stupid. Like there's this thing. You could be the sexiest guy ever, but once you speak Saxon, every girl just runs away.
Oh no! Well, it didn't happen to you. You got one right there.
I can speak obviously high German sometimes. Okay,
I don't know the German lingo.
Oh, you don't need to. It's really. I think we all have to learn Russian soon. Anyway, I'm gonna do these 3 questions, no matter what they are, even if they're dumb. Let's just get into them. The final 3, gentlemen, and then we can maybe look at questions from chat real quick if anyone has like a cool question.
Okay.
How do you behave when you're really angry? Do you explode, get bitter, store the explosion for later? Do you say nothing?
Ooh,
what does an angry Rachel do?
It depends. I'll have I have like 1 or 2. I have like 3. One is that I'm so angry that I actually become like very calm, and like I'll just wait until like you're ready to like fix the situation.
Scary,
yeah. The other one is like it happens maybe once every like 6 years while I'll like lose my mind. It doesn't happen very often. That doesn't happen very often. I'm usually like I usually get so angry that I become like I'll like be like calm. I don't know how to explain it. Like if someone makes I'll like when I was a kid, my mom would like put me in my room, but I like being in my room, and she would like ask me to apologize, and I wouldn't. I'm quite stubborn, but like if someone makes me very, very angry, I will I just so much goes through my head that I like zen in like this I don't know, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, this calmness is scary. Yeah, like when I had always anger issues, and when I would have like a road rage incident or something, and the other person will just look at me very calm, that's when I knew, oh, they're dangerous. They're dangerous.
Yeah, like a death stare.
Yeah, when they just scream at you,
what are you doing?
Okay. That's the dangerous. Yeah. That's the dangerous people. What do we have here? When are you most miserable, and when are you calmest in an average working day? Well, what is like the most negative moment in a stream for you, or what has to happen on a stream for you to feel negative? And
tech issues.
Sorry?
Tech issues.
Yeah.
When I can't do my job, I get very frustrated.
That is true. I get very frustrated when also tech issues, but when sometimes chat gets to me, sometimes they manage it. Like you play a video game and you like competitively and you fuck up, and then you look at chat and like, you suck, man. You should have.
Oh no, chat, you be nice to Tommy.
Yeah.
I can't handle. That's why I can't handle it. I don't have that like kind of thing in my chat. But yeah, when you can't do the thing you're trying to do is very frustrating.
Yeah. And what are the happiest moments in an average stream day? Like in an 8-hour, 7-hour stream, which moment is like the one? That's hard to say. Yeah, that's a hard.
That's hard to say. I like the whole thing is I have so much fun the entire time.
Or like putting the thumb on it. That's not easy. I guess.
What?
Like it's not easy to answer that. Like when you talked before about inventing new stuff, doing something no one else did, and when you do that and it works, that's like the most rewarding stuff in streaming, right?
Yeah, like when I just like if people like tell me like they come in and they like love my streams and like I'm making other people happy, I get really happy. Yeah.
That's one of the best qualities a human can have. Yeah, when you legit
it's just like
have that.
If you're having fun and everybody's having fun and I'm having fun and my chat's having fun, like that's just like it just makes me happy.
Yeah, I kind of envy you there, because I always have this, and my chat knows that for real. I oftentimes get stuck in toxic content, and I don't know how to stop it. Like I'm playing a game that I don't enjoy, chat doesn't enjoy, and it's very hard for me to then get out of that. But it sounds like you're probably a bit more calmer and more sophisticated there.
No, if I don't like a game, I just stop playing it immediately. Like even if it's been 20 minutes, like you can ask my chat. Like there's a million games that I never like. I don't think you have to finish a game if you start it. Like
yes, yeah.
My whole thing is I want to have fun, and if I'm not having fun, then why am I doing it? So it's like if I start a game and I'm not, and I don't even feel like it. Sometimes you don't feel like it. Like you love a game, but you're not in the mood for it. You know, it's like then I'll just be like, ah, no, I'm not in the mood, and I'll just change.
Exactly.
I don't just do something for the sake of doing something. Next time you feel like that, just be like, okay, no, actually, I'm not in the mood, and like I recognize it, and then like play something else, or just chat if you want to. I don't know. It makes you happy.
Exactly. But this whole podcast was just this girl is saying nothing wrong, man. Like, you really seem very on the right path, and I even as a show of respect, when I was 27, I wish I would think like this. That's for sure. Okay, and
thank you.
Oh, that I swear to God, I did not. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Maybe I'm getting shy about this.
Okay, I'm ready.
It says pay each other to a compliment each. So let's say they say appearance because it's fucking dating stuff. To finish this off,
okay,
everyone has to say one positive about the other one as a content creator. That's the card said that. It's not me, chat. Okay.
About the content creator, I could give you a lot of compliments. I'm great at giving compliments. I love complimenting people.
That one is okay. One is okay.
I think that you have one of the most entertaining streams that I've ever seen. If
why?
I genuinely watch your streams. Like I will watch them. I like if I wake up in the morning. Sometimes you're on before like I start, and I will get ready, and I will watch your streams because they're just like you have an energy, and I think a lot of people don't have an energy, and it's like it's exciting, I think. And I think your chat also likes that. It's like you're a bit chaotic, but like I said, it's like I enjoy that. It's like you're always like, even when you're playing like a chill game, it's like there's an energy there. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I like watching your streams a lot.
Thank you a lot. That's always weird for me to hear that, because I often, and maybe you're always your own biggest critic. Would you agree with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I oftentimes feel like, why are people watching this trash? What the fuck? But
no, your streams are like, it's like the thing is that you make anything interesting. Like you can look at like pictures on the internet, and then it's interesting because you're like invested in it, or you're like playing like your zombie game, which is quite a slow game, but it's like you're like keeping the energy in it, keeping it interesting, whether it's like whatever kind of game it is.
Yeah, for kids, nice. as a creator, you have to always keep everything interesting. Yeah, that's the way. Thank you.
You're good at that. Pleasure.
Something nice for once, chat. You see that? Well, about Rachel and why you check out Rachel and all the YouTube viewers and the Twitch viewers, why you check her out, follow her on all the channels, and subscribe to her. How do I explain? Because I don't want to sound. First of all, you have that chill aura. I like when streamers have that. I can't watch I can't watch XQC because it's so ADHD and fast, and it's. I like streamers that are really not that crazy and calm and chill, and let's get into this in a chill mood. You have that definitely. That's for sure.
See that? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy
if you look at the really crazy people on Twitch, you and me are far away from that. You know what I mean? There's some crazy shit going on. And what I like, and this, I have to be careful when I say this. How do I do this?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna get upset. Like I said, you can't upset me.
What I respect is... wait. Look, you're never gonna see me watch something like Emeref. With all the respect, nothing against her. It's content that... Okay, I don't need this right now, and it's I always feel it's super refreshing and cool to see streamers like you, or I know someone else, Tracy Cola, that is, which is girls that really, they don't need to be in a bathtub to get these views. They actually have a personality. They have a soul in their stream. They have content. They don't need to rely on their looks. They rely on actually good entertainment skills, which is a great token to keep up as a woman in this industry. That to be taken serious. That you are actually is seriously a serious content creator that does serious stuff, you know. Not saying that Amref doesn't do anything serious, I don't want to say that, but I think everyone gets the story here. I have a lot of respect for that stuff, and you're even doing it good. When I watch you, it's you always read chat, you react, good reactions. I was just watching this other streamer the other day. He has 4K viewers and he never reads his chat, right? The guy is really big, not gonna say his name, but he never reads his chat for a second. I'm like, wow, what the hell, man? And you're doing a great job in that department, and I have a lot of respect for that department. And I even think, and I don't mean this in a simpy way or lying, that girls like you on Twitch deserve far more recognition, which maybe sometimes isn't given to them, because some guys are running around in a misogynistic way and think this is a man platform, I want to watch a man, and yeah, deserve much more. Does that make any sense? Was that weird? No.
Yeah, that's very nice, thank you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, is there any questions in both chats that you ever wanted to know about Rachel K?
Or Tommy?
And yeah, I mean, every time I do the question round on this podcast thing, they never have any good questions. It's just like, so what is your favorite era of Putin? And that's weird. Oh, that's a good question. I like this. Let's do this one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Can you do a backflip? No. Can
I do a backflip?
No way.
Is that the question?
Yes. Now there's a better one.
No, I can't do a backflip.
Okay, there's a good question by Sebi that I really like, which will be a good one to end this. You could have this basic question we all know. You could have dinner with 4 people. They can be dead, they can be alive, they can be whoever you want them to be, and you can talk to them each for 10 minutes. Who are these 4 people and why?
Oh, I think I've had this question before. It's hard because you're like, should I do like a smart one or should I do like a real one? And I think if I was being real and not just trying, not trying to be smart, it would just be like funny people, like maybe like Ricky Gervais and like, I don't know, just like people who I think would make me have fun and like laugh. Like I don't think I would have dinner with anyone like overly for like I don't know. I'd probably just have dinner with like people who would make me laugh. Maybe like John Cleese or something. I don't know.
Oh man, you really know your names. Damn. That really shows the kind of character you are, right? Into this comedy, chill. I don't want to talk about some deep stuff. I want to have funny.
I just want to have a good time.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, I mean, I can always learn, I guess, but I just want to have fun.
So
How about you?
Oh, me? Oh. One would be my grandfather who died 3 years ago. That's oh god, nice one. So sad. That's a good question. I really liked your answer, Ricky Gervais, because I'm a massive fan of Ricky Gervais. I think that guy's a genius. I just finished The Office and oh my god. Or Afterlife, also ridiculous. Man, my grandpa. I will take Bill Burr. I love
I only found him recently. He's funny.
Oh, he's the GOAT. Come on. Come on.
I didn't know about him. My chat told me about him, and I watched him. He was very funny. It's like a Netflix special.
Yeah, when I started on Twitch, I always said I want to be the Conor McGregor of Twitch, like a young ginger who just is really aggressive all the time. And now that I got older, I always say I want to be the Bill Burr of Twitch. You know, an old man that just complains all the time about in a funny way.
You could be a hybrid. You could be a hybrid.
Yeah, maybe. It's actually a hard question. Wow, I don't know. I have actually no idea.
Grandpa was a good one.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Maybe a cool one, an ancestor from 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Like, where did you come from? Who are these people? What was their job? That's really interesting. Like a really old ancestor.
Yeah. I never met most of my ancestors. I've only met 3 of my grandparents. But I only really remember 2.
Did you ever do one of these weird DNA tests where you send your saliva?
I want to. I know a lot of people don't like that. They're like, I don't want people to have my DNA. They can have my DNA if they want it.
Yeah, who cares? They have everything.
I want to do that, yeah, because I don't, like I said, like my family, like every single one of my grandparents is from a different country. My parents are from a different country, and then I'm from a different country. So it's like I'd like to put the pieces together.
I mean, you gotta really do that. You should order that soon.
Did you do one?
I did one, yeah. It changes a lot.
Which one did you do? Weird. I want to do the 23andMe one. Oh.
22. I don't know the difference, but
does that one do like health stuff? I want the health stuff too.
You have to check these websites, and then there's an option to pay a bit extra for the extra health stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the answers I think you should never take it too serious. What DNA you're from? Like it says I'm 6% Russian, which is what? No, I don't.
You're 60% Russian, so we really are both K. Was your surname? Did it get changed to K, or was it something else?
My name was Kazimierov first. Yes. No.
Was it really?
No.
My grandfather changed our surname to K.
What was the name? Something super Russian.
It was Gishovsky.
Gishovsky. That sounds Jewish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If there's no more questions, I think I always want to keep them at 2 hours because otherwise the ADHD kicks in.
How long have we been talking for?
2 hours. Yeah.
Oh wow! Time
1
flies.
hour 57. The time is running. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. It really is crazy.
I don't know.
Okay, one final question, because I'm into that too. You have to name, that's really the final one, chat, because I this sounds weird, but I think you can really learn something about a human being with this question. Name your favorite personal TV show and movie ever.
People always ask me this. This is
the number
hard.
one question on Twitch, yeah.
This is like the most common question I think I get asked, and I can never answer it. Like I really like. I like cartoons. I like real shows. I like movies of all genres. I mean, I studied film.
As you studied film, which film really impressed you? Like, wow, what they did with that film is so impressive.
Oh, there's so many in every genre, but like, I think if I pick like what I loved the most when I was like younger, which is like probably one of the most like boring films of all time for some people. I really liked Gone with the Wind is one of my favorites. I really like that movie. Breakfast at Tiffany's, Pulp Fiction, like the ones that everybody loves. Like if I think of like so many movies that are so good, I watched a lot of like movies that I don't even know the names of because they were like old, like I don't even know.
Yeah,
I watched
that's
like
really cool.
I also really like the original like James Bonds. Like I used to watch a lot of those when I was a kid. I like big ridiculous movies like Sean Connery, James Bonds, and stuff like that. What about you?
That's a great answer. Most people are like The Dark Knight and stuff like that. You know, that's a good answer. I've always been, but the best thing I've ever seen is obviously The Sopranos, which you obviously have seen, right? If you.
No, I didn't watch The Sopranos. It was like I don't know why it was before my I would watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was a bit before us, true. Well, before me, I don't know. But oh man, because I always felt The Sopranos has the best. When everything comes together, casting, writing, acting, when it all comes together. I always liked Fight Club the most.
Fight Club's good.
But something weird happened with Fight Club lately. You know, when I was younger, I was watching Fight Club, which is about young men not finding their place in society and feeling like rebels, right? And I was showing Fight Club to Lisa like a year ago, and she said, Tommy, that movie is just about a bunch of males coping with their traumas and shit. I was like, well, she's kind of right. She kind of destroyed Fight Club for me. Like it's like you celebrate the rebellion of, you know, of these men. And now lately, my favorite movie, a movie that impressed me to death, is The Big Short. Have you seen that?
Oh, I think I did. It's about the accounting thing.
Yeah, that's that stock market movie with Ryan Gosling and stuff.
I don't remember it though, but I did see it.
Yeah.
Wasn't that about the stock market crash?
Yeah, the stock market crash. That was really.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that, but I did see it. Yeah, I watched a lot of cartoons, and then I also watched like the big movie, like the big series. Like I love cartoons. I've only recently started watching like.
What cartoon? Which one?
Like when I was growing up.
Yeah, and recently.
And recently, when I was growing up, I watched like I don't know, Wild Thornberrys and Rugrats and Rocket Power and
seen that too.
All the classic, you know, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network.
What is there nowadays? I'm thinking of like a Rick and Morty or something. Or
Steven Universe, Adventure Time, Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
And then recently, I asked Chad if I should watch an anime because anime is such a huge thing. So then I watched Demon Slayer, which was really good. I started that.
Like I said, she knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, there was some good stuff.
Okay.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, Rick and Morty for everyone that wants to feel intelligent. And yeah.
Everyone wants to feel like they're unique.
Yeah, and make the Pickle Rick joke because they're so funny. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it was truly a pleasure to have you here. I hope you felt comfortable. I'm not a professional podcast interview.
You did so good.
Thank
you for having me.
I always try to, like, I don't mean this disrespectful. I don't prepare for this because I want, like, we're just sitting in a bar and we're just randomly talking. I like this.
You should do more of these. You're very good at it.
I'm always not too lazy or
something.
Do I don't know.
No, thank you for having me on your podcast.
It was great to have you, gentlemen. Check out Rachel K. I think Insta, TikTok, Twitter,
everywhere,
YouTube, Twitch is a thing. MySpace, don't forget MySpace, most important one.
MySpace, you can be on my top 8 friends.
That's always a final question. Oh really? And then I stop. What song will play on your MySpace page?
On when I had MySpace?
Oh, you actually had it? Really?
Of course I had MySpace.
MySpace
MySpace was like it.
What will be right now your song on MySpace?
I remember which song I had on my MySpace.
Okay, which one?
I had Naive by the Kooks.
That will be my outro today. Wait, Naive?
Yeah.
Naive by the Kooks. Okay, that will be my outro song today. I don't know what that is. And what will it be nowadays?
It was a vibe.
And what will it be nowadays if you had MySpace today?
Oh, now? Oh, I don't know. I listen to a lot of music genres. I don't have like a specific genre. I like whatever I'm in the mood for. But I'd have to pick one now. What would yours be?
Run by Joji. Can you know that one? Run from Joji?
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on, Rachel. You don't know the Sopranos? You don't know Joji? Filthy Frank, the meme lord?
Joji?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think Chat's told me about Joji. Chat, do I know Joji? Maybe I don't know the name. I just I let my
Rachel. Yeah? Do you know Filthy Frank? Filthy Frank.
Filthy Frank?
You don't know who that is?
No.
Oh my god.
Who's Filthy Frank?
No, we're done here.
Well, now I've got to go look up Filthy Frank.
Oh, you should not.
I shouldn't?
Oh my god.
Is he bad? Is it a singer?
Well, let's do it like this. Rachel's chat.
YouTuber.
Rachel's chat. I know you're listening. Show her the lore of Filthy Frank in the next days and weeks, okay? I mean, this is
they're telling you to delete the VOD.
This is your duty, chat, okay? God damn it. Well, okay, I will listen to Crooks. You have to listen to Run from Joji. Come on. Like,
wait, maybe I know it. Sing it for me a little bit.
No.
Like hum what are the words? Like hum the vibe. Hum like the tune.
I can't. That's you're putting me on the spot here. I'm too shy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here. It was a great pleasure. This is a message to the chat right now and the people watching this on YouTube. Check Rachel out. All the links will be down below, man. Show some love. We obviously, just objectively talking, have a very intelligent girl here that really knows what to do on Twitch more than I do. That's sounded like it. And yeah, show some love. Thank you so much, Rachel. It was a great pleasure. We will talk, we will see each other, and all the best to the K family over there in South Africa.
K family for life.
K family for life.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you so much, and all the best to you and the future and the family and everything.
Oh, thanks, and you too. But I'll see you in the internet tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. All the best. Bye.
Okay, bye.